look like Jesus.
That's what I get called.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, so I'm here with Dillon. Dillon, how old are you?
I'm 30.
30. You look a lot younger than that, bro. Are you originally from Arizona?
No, I'm from California.
You're from California?
Yeah.
What part of Cali?
Long Beach, also like the beach cities, kind of. Yeah, Southern California.
That's cool, man. From the LBC, huh?
Yeah.
I'm from Riverside County.
Oh, no shit.
So what's your current situation right now?
Currently, I'm looking at being homeless within the next week or 2 weeks, due to the company I bring to my household, which is, you know, my other friends who are currently in a situation of being homeless, and funds. I lost my job, so.
And what brings you out here to Arizona?
Honestly, it was just a whim. I needed a change. I came out here knowing basically nobody, and I had one friend out here who helped me kind of get started until I had gotten my apartment, and then, yeah, it just basically came out here to make a change in my life.
And what's going on right now? Do you mess with any substances?
Yeah.
Are you messing with the blues?
Yeah.
Is that new to you?
Yeah, it is, actually.
How'd you get introduced to the blues out here?
It kind of just came around. I saw somebody doing it, and I was kind of craving H. I used to be a big H head, and I just fell into it, kind of. It's weird because less than a year ago I lost my brother to it, and I don't know, in a weird way it made me feel closer to him, I guess.
Yeah. So you already had a little bit of experience with it, right? Like you already knew about it?
I knew about it, yeah.
Yeah. And you weren't scared to try it?
No.
Why is that?
I've never been scared to try anything, really.
That's crazy, man, because me personally, I don't even want to try nothing, bro. I just, like, fuck that.
Yeah, I've tried just about every other substance, so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So your brother died off an OD?
Yeah.
Have you ever been close to ODing yourself?
I've OD'd quite a few times, yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, it depended on the substance. When I was OD'd off of Xanax and everything else, I kind of put myself in a bad spot because it was Xanax, but then also some of the drugs I had acetaminophen in it. So my organs were shutting down and I went into a coma for 3 days. But yeah, I mean, I've been Narcan, I've been pretty much, you name it, you know.
So you were in a coma for 3 days? That's crazy, man. Do you remember seeing anything when you were in a coma?
The weird part is I just remember my best friend who had passed away when I was younger.
Yeah.
It was like we were skating, and then he said, "Hey, well, I gotta go. Are you sure you're ready to come with me?" And I said, "Yeah," and he said, "No, you're not." And then he skated off, and then that's when I woke up. And for me, like, no time passed, so.
Did you have people come in and, like, visit you when you were in the coma? Did you hear them when they were talking to you?
No, I don't remember hearing anything. Like I said, it felt like it was just a few seconds, and it was just me and my buddy, like a dream.
Damn, that's crazy, man. What do you do out here to survive right now?
Pretty much everything, you know. Especially trying to make up the money I need to for the rent so that I don't end up on the streets again. You know, things that I'm not exactly proud of, you know.
Do you boost out here?
Yeah.
Panhandle?
I don't panhandle, no.
No?
To me, I'd rather do something than ask somebody for what they've worked for, you know. I also take odd jobs, things like that, like through apps and stuff, surveys, stuff like that. So.
What kind of work are you like? Are you looking for any kind of work right now, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I mostly have sales experience and customer service experience, data entry, stuff like that.
What was your last job?
I actually moved out here and started as an apprentice for plumbing. It was just kind of, like I said, I wanted to change everything, try something new. I did really enjoy that too.
So you went to, what is it, the local 469?
No, it was Alliance Plumbing. Yeah.
How much did they start you off as an apprentice?
By the time I left, which was only a couple months, I was already making $17 an hour. Yeah.
And what happened there that they lay you off, or?
No, so I had, it's kind of a funny story. I had my cats out in California. They're a big part of my life. I can't have kids, so for me, they're like my everything, you know?
Yeah.
So when I finally got my apartment, I drove down to California and I picked them up. When I brought them back, it's an older one and one that's a little bit younger. They typically get along, but through a 6-hour drive and the heat and all that shit, when I got them home, they started to kind of fight each other, and I was stupid and got in the middle of it, and I got my eye, my neck, and like just all over my body scratched up by my one older cat. Ended up getting cat scratch fever, which typically is a couple weeks and you're fine, you know. With me, it led towards me having fevers, my spleen swelling, and me being in the hospital quite a few times. Due to all the missing of work and all of that, I ended up just eventually kind of getting let go. I've been told that I can, you know, come back, or that it's possible, but honestly, just the way it all kind of went down, I don't feel comfortable going back there, to be honest. You know? But yeah, so since then, I've just kind of been looking for work.
For what was that?
I've been looking for work since then.
Why don't you go to like temp agencies or anything like that?
I do have a temp agency that I'm with. I was actually supposed to start working at the complex that I'm at, and I just kind of got the ring around for weeks, you know. And they were telling me, don't go anywhere else. We want you to be there for maintenance. We know that you have experience doing the plumbing and all of that. It'd be helpful. So they kept telling me to wait on it, and then nothing ever came of it. So kind of felt stupid.
Damn, bro. You were telling me earlier that you were on the Dr. Phil show?
Yeah.
Dr. Phil?
I was on Dr. Phil, yeah, quite a few years ago.
What was that about?
Back then it was, you know, it had to do with the fact that I have a lot of like anxiety, but then I also at a very young age learned how to dissociate and just kind of make anew, if you will. And so by the time I turned, you know, got into my early 20s, I'd found myself in a position where I had other personalities, different names, different like full-on personalities. I'd walk down the street and somebody would know me as Trey, another person might know me as Jeffrey, you know. And so ultimately my family really knew I needed help. So they contacted Dr. Phil. It took like, I think 2 years or so of just constantly writing him. And then finally he approved, and I got on the show to get help.
So those shows are real?
They are real.
Scripted at all?
It's a little bit scripted, you know, of course. Certain parts of it, of course, you know. And the way they kind of chop up the film is a little bit, you know, for the attention of the viewer, if you will, right? But, you know, ultimately they did get me help, and so I did appreciate it.
Can you find the episode on YouTube or anything like that?
Yeah, all you have to do is look up Dillon Brooks on Dr. Phil.
What is it called?
Dillon Brooks on Dr. Phil.
Right.
You'll find it.
Yeah, man. So do you plan on going to any rehab or detox, anything like that?
I've done that, and I have the tools. Right now, I've just been trying to get through this period of time. You know, I don't care to be fully a part of it. So I've been, you know, going back to old habits.
Yeah. Who's staying with you at your apartment right now? Do you have any family out here?
No, I have no family out here. I have a few friends that I let stay with me.
Yeah.
It's about 4 people or so. Yeah.
Where's your family at?
They're in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have mom, dad, siblings?
No dad, just mom, and then I have a lot of siblings. I have, 5 sisters. I had 3 brothers, like I said. One passed away last year.
Sorry.
One of them I don't know either, so.
Why don't you try going back out there before you end up out here homeless on the streets?
Ultimately, I don't feel like I have a place with my family anymore. So, you know, it was kind of, this was my last stretch, like, do it on my own, or this is where I was going to be anyways. So, it bought me some time.
All right, well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it. Are you okay with me using this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you want to put any contact information out there?
I can do my email. It's dbrooks, so DBROOKS 5658 @gmail.com.
All right, thank you.